Are you not missing or something? I think
No,
that's
no, no.
is it Ruby or someone background is who is the person background that is speaking?
It's me.
Is it now the
The baby.
okay, thought that much. All right, no problem. So last week we did the introduction to product management. Who can just remind me? Who can just give me an overview of what we discussed last week? Who can just give me an overview, like what you think you learned and everything we spoke about? Just right. See if I come to it. We spoke about different things. Just who can just give me a brief overview of what's just in your own words. Don't need to say it's word for word. You can paraphrase and all of that.
The baby go.
I'm
Okay, I
with you.
think you want me to go.
Yeah, why
Yeah,
not?
go
You
ahead.
go.
Go ahead.
Okay, I think about what we discussed last week, Friday. I mean, that was basically different areas of products. So different product management job titles and how they all differ from each other. I mean, although one of the issues, the misunderstandings I had initially was on the role of the product owner and the product manager, which you did give me a much more broader explanation on their differences and what they all do as their different rules and how they can also come in into a startup or into an organization, which is differently. So yeah, that was the highlight of why last week.
Makes sense. Makes sense. All right. What about you now? What can you say?
I think last week was based on introduction of product management and what it means and the different roles people play. So you can have a team where you have a product manager, you have a project manager, a program manager, and also in product management there are different types. I think you said there's a technical product manager. I think a product analyst. Just explaining the difference between each of them for us.
Okay, that's very very good. Good. So today now, I also spoke about senior roles in product management. What I said, it depends on the company you're working with. Some the highest like now, like a bank, like any different companies. Like I know a company called Renes, Geekpay, formerly Geekpay. Their head of product is called the vice president of products, right? So it depends on the company, the kind of structure it is. The senior person in the office in the product team can be a senior product manager. It just actually depends on the company and what they choose to call themselves. I also spoke about soft skills, and I mentioned the
Yeah,
most
soft
important
skills.
one, communication, which are active listening, and I think I mentioned one more. All of these are very, very important to
Communication, active listening, and is it
yeah,
comprehension,
true.
writing, or something like that?
Yeah, exactly. Writing and research and writing skills. All of these
Yes.
are really, really important for product managers to know. So now our topic today is product thinking and life cycle. Right? Product thinking and life cycle. So today we're going to grasp the fundamentals of product thinking. When you talk about product thinking, okay, before I start, I just anybody from the word product think. What do you think product thinking is? But you know that all of this is just a normal English word, right? So if you hear the word product thinking for the first time, what can you say about it? Just in your own words. You can just try and before I go ahead.
I would say maybe
Product.
how
Yeah.
you see things or how you look at things from the product management perspective.
Very good.
And I
Yeah.
think to add to what the BIM is saying, and also thinking about the user, also thinking about the user's perspective too.
Yeah, very, very correct. So we're trying to grasp the fundamentals of product thinking, right? So product thinking is the ability to understand what makes a product stand out for the customer, while at the same time increasing business value. So product thinking is the ability to understand what makes a products standard for the customer, right? Everybody has a product. Like example, a product like OP. OP users, right, know the reason why they use OP. People that use a particular product, like now, I might even like a particular banking, just a particular bank because of their mobile application. That's why product managers are needed everywhere, right? So product thinking is the ability to understand what makes a product standard for the customer, not just the product you are working on or you're building or you're managing, but also other. That's why I gave you an assignment to talk, like to speak about like other products that other apps that other people are using that is beneficial to them, right? Because sometimes it's good for you to take note of that. That you're not using something that don't. So it's good for you to also inquire why this particular all these applications that people are using, right? Why are they using it and what value are they getting from it? So product thinking is ability to understand what makes a product stand out for the customer, while at the same time increasing the value of the business. So it's very important. It's a very important mindset that every product manager needs to develop, and also ensure that they deliver a product of real emphasis on real customer problems and also meets the business needs. So basically, product thinking is the ability for you to understand the value of a product, the value and what the value a product gives out to the customer. It's the ability for you to understand, you as a product manager, for you to understand what stand out that product a particular customer is using, what standards, what value are they getting from that product. That's all what product is about. For you to understand why they use up a particular product, whether it's the one you are trying to build or the one that's not that's whether the one you are building or maybe your competitors, just for you to understand what makes a product standard for the customer. So now let us look at these four foundations of product thinking. Is really important. There are six in number, and it's good for you to take note of it. So before you begin to think about like what the value a product gives its customer, there are six foundations or pillars of product thinking, right? What you should take note of. The very first one is on the problem statements. If you're trying to build a product, all these things are very, very important for you to take note of. The first thing is problem statement. So when you talk about problem statement, even if you are trying to write an essay or trying to write any form of maybe dissertation or whatever, problem statement simply refers to the problem you want to solve. If you're trying to build any product, as a product manager, you have to understand the problem. So if I give an example of let me just say WhatsApp. Can somebody give me like the problem statement of WhatsApp? Like what I mean problem statement, it means that the problem that WhatsApp is trying to solve. Who can just give me just an example of a problem that WhatsApp is the problem WhatsApp has solved? Like what problem is WhatsApp trying to solve for its customers?
Making it easy for people to communicate with friends
So
that
that I'm
country via
listening.
internet instead of using normal data, which cost more. What is it?
Very you're very, very correct. Yeah, very, very much correct. So that's also product thinking. The first thing for you to understand the problem statement is the what? The problem
Problem
statement.
statement.
So problem statement, right?
Mm-hmm.
It refers to the problem you want to solve. If you don't know the problem you want to solve and you don't know what you're building, right? It refers to the problem you want to solve. You have to know it. And this thing is not for you to think of. It's not for you just to think about or note to your brain. It must be written down. Emphasis on what's written down. All those things forms the product requirement document called PRD. The problem statement of the written down. The problem you want to solve is on the written down. It must be clearly stated. Right, not just written down, not that you don't have a sketch of it. The people you want to solve. I want to solve the issue of slow transfers or the inability of Nigerians to use their Naira debit card to make international transactions, use a Naira debit card to pay for streaming services like Netflix, like Spotify, and all those things. So the problem is the problem you want to solve for the what, for the customers or for the users you are trying to build for. The second one is for the target users. Who has a problem you want to solve? Who has a problem you want to solve? You have is it like young adults with from age 18 to 45? Is it residents of a particular geographical location? Is it Nigerians living in a particular suburb? Just whatever. Is that the target users? Who has a problem you want to solve? Right? Clearly written down. The third one is what the product vision. What is a long-term goal of a product? All of this must be written down. It must be spelled out properly. Because all of this shape the direction the product is going to move on. The product vision. What's the long-term goal of the product? The first one is what the business objectives. What does the business want to achieve? You start from the product point of view or from the user point of view. Of course, the problem statements, written them out, the target users who you are building for the product vision, the long-term goal. So from business objective, remember I said as a product manager, you are working for the users and also for the business because that product you're trying to build, you are trying to still maximize profits for your organization. But it's from there, that's how they're going to even pay you. What's the long-term goal of the product and what does the business want to achieve? We also have products or features. What will you be delivering to solve the problem for the people that has a problem? That means in that product you are trying to build, what are the features you are going to put inside? Is there a button for you to do transfer from OPay to OPay, transfer from OPay to other banks, buy airtime, buy pay utility bills? All the features in that product you're going to build, especially when you're building an MVP, you must state it down. All of this to form the direction of the product. Because when you're building, you're not just building, you're not just building and you're not, so it must be written down properly. Then the last but not the least is our strategy. The strategy is your implementation policies, the way you're going to go about it. So how will you deliver the vision to the target users, right? And also to aside delivering the vision to the target users, how are you going to achieve the business objectives and the vision of the product? That's a strategy, how we deliver the vision product to the target user, target audience, achieve the business objective and the vision of the product. So if you can answer the 6 questions above clearly and with data to back it up, you then can bridge the world of problems with the specific products. So solutions effectively and with the answers from the above questions. We can boldly lead the development and delivery of any product in the industry. So whatever product you're trying to build, these 6 questions are very, very important. The problem statement, which simply refers to the problem you want to solve. The target users, who are the people that you are trying to build for? Who has the problem you want to solve? Everybody, every application, right, or every business that's trying to build is trying to solve problems with a particular segment of the people. Not that it might touch or it might reach other segment of the people, but you must have a particular target audience. So even OPay try to even touch more aside the words the young adults, let's say between age 18 or let's say young nature, let's say between age 15 to 45. But of course, those are above 45, even the unbanked. When I mean unbanked, maybe those are in the rural communities or those are not learned enough, right? Especially those petty traders. Most of them now have OPay and PalmPay accounts because it's simply their phone number. So since they know their phone number, they use their phone numbers to generate what account numbers for them. So it's very, very easy for them to have, they know that they have an account number because they have a phone number. So definitely they use OPay to receive what payment for their business. The product vision. What is the long-term goal of the products? What is the long-term goal of the products? What is the long-term goal of the products? Then we also have what business objectives. What does the business want to achieve? The product features. What will you be delivering to solve the problem for the people that has the problem? What will you be delivering to solve the problem? Like all the features you're trying to build, what will you be delivering to solve the problem for the people that has the problem? If it's you're trying to create a particular platinum card that people can order, can use to travel, or also to pay for, to like for streaming service and all of those things, just like the one that Providence Bank did, and all of those things, the strategies. How would you deliver the vision, the product to the target audience? How are you going to go about it? And also to achieve the business objectives and the vision of the products. So if you can answer those questions above and very clearly, it's very easy for you to lead the development of any product in any industry. If it's fintech, if it's prop tech, if it's SaaS, if it's insurtech, whatever the case may be. So it is worth noting that if you cannot answer the 6 questions clearly, there will definitely be going to be problems along the way if you go ahead to build a product. If you're trying to build a product and you don't understand the problem statements, of course you're building rubbish. If you don't know the target users, the people that are going to use the product you're building for, wrong. If you don't know the product vision, if it's not clearly spelled out, wrong. The business objective, if you don't know, is wrong. So all this is, if you cannot answer those 6 questions clearly, there definitely is going to be problems along the way if you go ahead to build our products. So now, to build and develop your product thinking skills as a product manager, you need to note the following. The first thing for you to note is analyze the existing products and do product tear downs. So you're working. So take for instance now, you have a particular product you're trying to work on. So you analyze the existing products, right? Yeah, you are trying to the one that you have with you, and do product teardown. So product teardown is about like dissecting. I will come to that later. So analyzing the existing products and do the product teardowns. The products, the existing products might not necessarily be the one that you have in your company. It can just be other products that are similar to what you're trying to build. To understand it and to dissect it very well, to understand the whole dynamics within that product. So you analyze the existing products and do product teardowns. The second one is what to understand the industry trends. And the industry trends. Understand the industry or trends. The trend in the like if it's a fintech product, understand the what industry trends. Thirdly, learn the market dynamics. Learn the market dynamics can be like how the product is being positioned in the market. Market dynamics, how this product moves, how this product is going to scale, how the product is going to sell. Learn the market dynamics. Analyze existing products and do product teardown, very important. Understand the industry trends. Learn the market dynamics. The fourth one is what grasps the technological advancements. Technological advancements could be all the technologies that are going to be employed in the development of the products, right? All the tools that are going to be used, the people that are going to be involved in the use of the tools, whether the product manager, product designers, the software developers, and all. So that's the technological advancement, even the AI experts, as the case may be. You have to understand. So for you to develop your product thinking as a product manager, you need to know how to analyze the existing products and do a product teardown. You have to understand the industry trends. Every product you are building, if the products in fintech, you have to understand fintech trends. You have to understand payments. You have to understand reconciliation. You have to understand settlement. You have to understand how to integrate payment gateways and all those fintech nuances. Also, learn the market dynamics. Learn the market dynamics. Learn the market dynamics. So, grasp the technological advancements, right? The fifth one is study business models. the business model, there's to study it, there's to explore the diverse products and business strategy. Explore the diverse products and business strategy. So all these things are very important for you to build and develop your product thinking skills as a product manager. So now let us look at the first thing now. I spoke about product tear down. A product tear down is a very, if you have any question or anything you want to see, you can go ahead. Right? I hope we're following. So I
Yes.
don't feel that I'm too fast. Yeah. So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
spoke,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, good. So I spoke about product tear down. Product tear down. So product tear down is a process of taking apart a product. From the word product tear down, it's just a layman English. It's just a process of taking apart a product by asking. It's not for you to tear a product physically. It's just the terminology is what the process of taking apart a product by asking questions to understand why certain actions and decisions were taken. Product tear down. Process of taking apart a product by asking questions to understand why certain actions and decisions were taken. So you take for instance that you take a product like OP, you want to understand why this particular feature is there. Why in OP now? If you are using OP, you can find out that in OP, if you copy a number, maybe from your notebook or anywhere, or maybe on WhatsApp, you want to do a transfer. In where you open OP will show you allow paste. So you might want to know why is this feature there. You OP so that's what they call security guard. In terms of if you want to go do transfer from a particular limit you can set, let's say like from 50,000 naira above, you have to use your face ID. You have to do some security checks. You have to scan your face properly for you to be able to make that such word transfer. There are so many. You want to know all those features in this particular app, like OP I'm trying to do. Why are those features there? You pick a product like Piggy Vest. All these savings and investments options there to buy stocks, to save daily, spend and save, and all those things. Why is it there? That's what they call product tear down. It's the process of taking apart a product by asking all these questions to understand why certain actions and decisions were taken. So it is more like you dissecting a product to understand the product better, and also very importantly, learn from the products. So the more you break down the products and like dissect the products, is for you to learn more about the product, right? When you're learning more about the product, it will help you to make informed decisions. So the very essence of a product is to know how the product meets the user need and also increase value for the company. That's the very essence of the product setup. It's for you to know how the product meets the user needs and also to increase the value for the company. All that is taken. Do you understand what product setup is all about?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, very good. So for product tear down, which is a very important part in product management, there are examples of questions to ask, not to ask other people, to ask yourself or to take note of during product tear down. The first one is what problem is a product solving? That product you're trying to dissect, like OP or power. I like using OP, like OP. What problem is OP solving? Who can give me like? So let us go around it. What problem do you think OP? I don't know whether you know OP or those who can tell me the problem your banking app is solving or any particular fintech application. It's
If you say
okay. Now
fintech
you cannot tell me a particular application. Either if either a fintech, not any. I don't want to narrow. So I want to throw it open. So you can tell me a particular product. You know we've used
okay,
WhatsApp, so you cannot give me a particular product and tell me what problem is solving for you.
okay. Tap send.
Tap and send.
Tap
Okay.
send. I mean, it makes it easier for me to send money from pounds to Ghana cedis or naira to somebody in like an African country.
Oh, fantastic. So why was the product built?
It was built because I think back then a lot of people were using MoneyGram, Western Union, which I think I mean, people still wanted to send money quickly to like other people from like the US and um, UK or those who live outside Ghana. So they built it to make it easier, to make transfer easier for people who live outside to send money to people in Africa.
Fantastic. So who is the product built for? Who is the product built for?
The the product is built, it's built for those who lived outside Africa.
Very good. So how does a company make money from the product? How does the company make money from the product?
I think for every transaction there's a fee.
Okay. Do you know the particular amount?
I'm not too sure of that.
All right. Fantastic. So let's look at number 5. What are the major features in the product? And what are the benefits of the features to users? The major. Of course, I know you might not even remember, but what are the major features of that product? And what benefit or how those features to users?
The major feature I'll say is being able to connect your bank account. Like for instance, I live in the UK. It's easy for me to connect my UK account to tap send, which makes it easy to just do a transfer. Like I'm sending money from someone in the UK to somebody in the UK. So I think that's one of the major features. The fact that you can easily connect your bank accounts to tap send the app.
Hmm. Okay. Very good. So, are there specific problems in the product currently, and how can it be solved? Are there specific problems in the product currently?
I think right now, I don't think tap sending is working right now because I think they are going through some regulations.
Hmm. So, how do you think it can be solved?
This one, I think is above my pay grade because the other one, I think it has to do with the country they are in or the financial security things that maybe they didn't submit a particular document or maybe one document is out of date.
Hmm. Very, very good. Okay. So, why was the product designed the way it was designed? Like, why do you think it was designed the way it was designed? I mean, design might not necessarily be the UI UX stuff. So, why was it designed? When I mean design, why was it right? Why was it structured the way it is being structured? Right? Why do you think it was designed
As
that
in,
way?
or why did they, I mean, bring about tap send?
It should be, when I mean design, you will also speak
Mm-hmm.
about why maybe the UI UX, the interface of the
The
product, or
UI
also
UX
why do you think it was
interpretation.
structured, or why do you think it was structured the way it was structured? Why do you think that product, why was it designed that way? Right? It's almost related to why the product, why was it built for? So when you mean why was the product designed the way it was designed, you can also speak about maybe the functionalities of the application, or but why do you think it was designed that way? Right. Of course, you're trying to solve a problem to a particular set of people. So there might be some particular things that they took note of for them to design it a way, right? For it maybe to be
Mm,
okay. So, yeah. So
I think it was designed that way because I think if you
it could
compare
be
it, it was designed this way because if you compare it to hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can hear you.
Yeah, I was saying that I think it was designed that way because if you compare it to the normal, well, I've been used Western Union or MoneyGram before, so I don't really know how it works. I don't know if you have to go to the counter to give the money before they do the transfer or not. But I think it was designed that way because I mean there was a barrier, there was a barrier between sending money and getting instant money. I think that's one of the major features. The fact that the whoever is on the receiving end receives the money instantly instead of taking hours, like 1 hour or 2 hours or 3 hours before you get your money.
Hmm. Very fantastic. So how does the product make you feel while interacting with it? How does it make you feel?
It made me feel okay because it's quite straightforward. The user interface is quite simple. Where once you go, you just see once you open the app, you sign up and everything. You got the bank details. You just see the currency over the choose the currency you want to send from pounds to Ghana cedis or pounds to naira. Add the person, click add transfer whoever you're transferring it to. Add their name, phone number, whatever. It will verify and you do the transfer. So and I think the user interface is quite simple to use.
So what can be done right now? What do you think can be done right now to make the product better? Right. I know the product is very good, but what do you think can be added? What features do you think can be added? What can be done right now to make the product better?
Hmm. That would be difficult. Well, I mean, it's been a long time since I used TapTapSend, but maybe
Okay.
adding features where you'll be able to, sometimes if you live outside and you have to make some payment to all these DSTV or something else. I don't know. Actually, guys, I don't know
Okay.
because with all those things, there's an
So
account
like
number, a
what I
bank
mean, like,
account number that you can still send it to straightforward. So, what do you say?
okay, okay. No, I was saying, what do you think, or maybe when I mean what can be done right now, I don't mean it might not
Mhm.
necessarily like be like there is an existing problem. It can be what feature can be added to make it much more good, or something that will endear people to use it more. So that's like what the question is asking. So like what can be done right now to make the product better?
Ooh. No, no,
Okay,
I'm
it's
not too
fine.
sure. It's been a while since I used it.
Okay, okay, it's fine. Like you really, really answered the question very well. So these are examples of questions to ask during product here. And that means any like now all this app we call Tap and Send also, right? For transferring money and all these things. All these answers you're giving me. Like, if you're trying to build an alternative to this Tap and Send, you've already seen to understand all these things. So what you're going to build or you're going to manage is going to be much more better than this one because you already know everything about the product. So since they are going to be like maybe your major competitor, all the things that they are not doing,
Mhm.
you are going to just refine the whole process and make your product much more better than them. So these are examples of products when you're doing a product tear down. These are examples of what questions to ask. So Dubem, do you have anything to say regarding like all these questions?
Okay. Are you asking me the same question you're asking? I don't know.
Yes, I did what is on the screen. So like you can give me an example of a product. So and you tell me what problem is the product solving. Just any product. It might not necessarily be finance. You can
Okay.
just be any product.
Let me say Spotify.
Spotify good. So what problem is Spotify solving?
I mean, the problem it's solving is the problem of people who don't want to be carrying CDs around, and who don't want to who don't want to really listen to music from the radio, because radio does not really radio does not really give one the advantage to be able to organize their own personal or playlist, or personalize their music playlist. So I mean that is one of the major problems it solves, and they need to they need for people to listen to music on the go. I think that's also one of the biggest problems it's solving.
Okay. Why was it built? Why was the product built?
I mean, it was built to be able to have people listen to music at any point in time, and also be able to personalize their music, their songs or the music based on the type of genres that they listen to, and I'll also be able to probably share them as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who is the product built for? Who is the product built for?
Uh, the product is built for people who who are looking for unlimited access to music,
So,
probably new songs, any type of song as well, and who also looking
okay,
to be able
interesting. So how do
to
you think? How do
access
yeah?
songs or listen to songs at the on the go. So what do you say?
Yeah, I said that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
So how does a company make money from the products?
So the company make money from monthly subscriptions. So people who use the app tend to pay monthly to keep them having access to the features of the app, which involves listening to songs on the go, sharing, personalizing their playlist, and whatnot. Yes.
Good. what are the major features in the product? And what are the benefits of the features to the users? That the major ones in that in Spotify. What are the major features?
I mean, the major features is the easy access to songs, any type of songs all over the world. So I mean, that was one of the major features. I mean, if you
What
want
are
to
the benefits?
have been able to access any song they want at any point in time without having to maybe go to the market or whatever to buy CDs and all of that. And then also another major features and the benefit and this benefit is the ability to personalize songs to your taste. So, for example, maybe someone who might feel like, okay, they're listening to songs from the radio, but then when you're listening to songs from the radio, it's actually based on whatever the radio gives you that you're listening to. But with Spotify, we can be able to personalize the songs you want and have it play at any point in time without having to wait for it to come up at a particular channel, just like how radio works.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good. So, are there specific problems in the product currently, and how can it be solved?
Specific problems. I don't think that's a specific problem. Most of the time, it's a specific problem because I don't think based on how far I've used or how much I've used Spotify so far, I won't really say there is a specific problem.
Okay, yeah, because I know the question is not like there must be a specific problem. It's just for you to note that. Yes.
I mean, based on the times I've used it or based on the period I've used it, I've not really been able to figure out a specific problem.
Okay. Interesting. So, why was the product designed the way it was designed? Why do you think it was designed the way it was designed?
I mean, I think looking at the way it was actually designed, maybe let's say if you're looking at the UI UX angle from the UI UX angle, I think it was actually designed to be a little bit intuitive in order to be able to attract users to it. So it has like a very user friendly mode whereby anyone who opens the app can easily understand it. So I mean, it was actually an app that is very simple for anyone to be able to understand, notwithstanding how the level of tech savvy and all of that. So it just even I believe a 16-year-old who knows how to use the phone can definitely use a Spotify music app.
Okay. So, how does the product make you feel while interacting with it?
I mean, for me personally, I think it's very user friendly, and the navigation are quite upright as well. So and I also see it as an app where that I can sort of use at any point in time without having any sort of maybe thinking of having any sort of glitch while being on it. So to be honest, it's very quite user friendly, and it also has like a very 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 good interface as well. Like based on my own observation.
Okay, very good. So what can be done right? Yeah, what can be done right now to make the product better? What do you think can be done right now to make the product better?
I think personally, I would say maybe sound quality. So I feel like over time, comparing it with other music apps that I've actually used, let's say Apple Music. I think when it comes to sound quality, Spotify is a little bit lower Apple Music edges them a little bit when it comes to sound quality. So I think like that's also is sort of an area. Personally, that's an area I believe they can probably work on, and yeah.
Okay, sounds good. So that's also we even have a class that is also talk about LinkedIn, right? So anybody cannot share. What problem do you think LinkedIn is solving? Like, what problem do you think LinkedIn is solving? What do you think LinkedIn is solving? Problem? You can just give an idea. What problem is LinkedIn solving?
For me, I feel like
this thing is a very common app. Yes, go ahead.
Okay, yes. For me, I think it's the problem of people being able to have the opportunity to interact with people who are in their field, who are in the area of expertise. Let's say someone, for example, who is sort of starting up in product management. That avenue to be able to like meet people who are already in product management, maybe have different levels of experience, different years of experience, and also have the ability to interact with them and get to know more from them. I think that is one of the problems it solves. It also solved the problem of having to be able to meet maybe people in the same level of academic qualifications like you are, and in order to be able to like connect and share ideas, I believe.
Fantastic. So, do you have anything to say about what problem you think LinkedIn is solving? Do you want to add anything, like what you think LinkedIn is solving, the problem you think LinkedIn is solving?
Oh, sorry, I was muted. I was saying, I mean, aside the networking and also maybe, I don't know if you mentioned also jobs, is making it easier for you to look for jobs online where you are able to refine, filter, and sort what type of roles you're looking for, whether remote, hybrid, in person, all over the world.
Yeah, that's like one of those things that like the major things problem that LinkedIn is solving. So, who is LinkedIn built for? Like I said, you must have a target user. So LinkedIn built for a particular target user. Of course, LinkedIn is reaching out to other people that are not part of the target users. But who is LinkedIn built for? LinkedIn. Who can you think? Who do like target users of LinkedIn? If you are being asked, like it's a very.
I would say I think I would say there are quite a lot number of target users.
True. So can you mention the ones you can mention?
So I mean, I would say unemployed people who are sort of looking to utilize the platform to search for jobs. I will also say maybe people who just graduated from the university or in other areas of academia, looking to connect to people of who have actually had higher experience than them as well. So I also say it's also other target users could also be employers who are seeking to find more qualified employees or more qualified people to come into their companies and work for them.
Okay, fantastic. So, what are the major features on LinkedIn, and what is the individual function? The major features on LinkedIn. Of course, LinkedIn has so many features. So, what do you think is the major features on LinkedIn, and what is the individual function?
One of the major feature I think that can come out of my head on LinkedIn right now is LinkedIn Learning.
Oh, yeah, fantastic.
Okay, yeah.
So, what's the function, individual for what's the function of LinkedIn Learning?
LinkedIn Learning helps people gain certificates in particular fields or the interest, fields or what's the name? Fields that people are interested in. For instance, if you're interested in data analysis, you can go on LinkedIn Learning to learn, and you get a certificate as compared to YouTube where you just watch a video, you don't get certification to back it up.
Okay, good. Do you want to say anything? There are so many
I
features on LinkedIn.
would say the LinkedIn inbox.
Inbox, okay. Which is
which is used to have conversations with people whom you're able to connect with. So it could be people of different areas, people whom you try connecting with for different purposes, and so that future is an avenue to be able to probably reach out to them, have conversations with them, and
Okay, so the first question is how does LinkedIn make money? Of course, if you see LinkedIn building is in the US, so they have a very big building, just like how Meta is. LinkedIn is a very big employer of labor.
Yeah.
They're selling LinkedIn, like, they're just using LinkedIn for free. They are making serious money. How does LinkedIn make money?
Funny enough, I think this thing you're saying, I saw it this week on the TO, on the timeline. I don't know
Really?
if it's Twitter or Instagram or something about LinkedIn and how they make money or something. But what I think they make money, one way they make money is through their premium, LinkedIn premium,
Okay. Yeah,
where
LinkedIn
you
Premium.
have to subscribe to monthly, then also gives you access to the free certifications on the LinkedIn Learning too.
Yeah, true. Which other way do you think they make money?
Other way. I think the only way that they make money from is
That's not the only way. They
is
make money in other ways outside LinkedIn.
Maybe the data you have,
Yeah, there are other ways that they make money.
through their database, I'm guessing they share it with whoever they want to share it with, and they make money from
Yeah,
it.
yes. They make money with you can run ads on LinkedIn. That's the way they make money. People run ads on
Yeah,
LinkedIn.
ads.
There are so many
oh
ways to
yeah,
make
I
money.
think that's in
Yes.
there. You can
If you run ads on LinkedIn, that is even why one of the reasons why they try to entice you, right, with LinkedIn Premium is that, of course, once you have free users, your goal is to convert them from free to paid users. That's one of the ways to go. But now that you said they want to make you use 1 month free, and the subsequent months they begin to charge you. And you know these white people, most of them are very, very curious in terms of once if you anything that's premium, they are the what highest subscribers of ChatGPT Pro and all of this AI that have this Pro version because they are very, very curious people. They really want to know if you build a particular application and there's a Pro version of it, they want to subscribe to it to see. They really want to know exactly, really more in Nigeria or like in Africa, that if it's not necessary beyond this thing without, for this say Nigeria or let's say an African person just want to use his money, subscribe for LinkedIn Pro or LinkedIn or any of these AI tools that have this Pro that they're actually paying for. It's most people want free. So that's the way. How does LinkedIn make money? You have to say, and it's very, very good for you to know how any products you're working on, and also even OPay. Like now, many people don't know how OPay makes money. That's why all those free transfer are doing. Who can tell me how OPay makes money?
I'm guessing if
I
there's
don't know.
they have a charge on it,
I
platform
don't
fee
know.
charge.
I don't know whether you will know OPay since you're not in Nigeria. But the easier OPay. You guys use OPay in Ghana, right?
It's like
So
Momo,
more
right?
like in Momo, kind of, but it's not Momo is MTN on OPay is like a
Express.
fin,
Wait, Opay is like Express Pay.
it's a fintech app. It's like a microfinance bank, and it's a
Okay.
fintech. So like it's one of the fastest. They're fast, effective. They use your full account number, the phone number. They have a security shield to your account. In fact, they will even if you're trying to make a transfer to another bank, they will even show you the network of the bank and the probability of the other bank receiving the money, like the success rates. They show that thing they even have in OPay. They have so many, and it's very fast. In fact, if you're doing a transfer in OPay before the thing writes successful, like done, before you think of even sharing receipts, the other person has received the money. As it's loading to write down, immediately before you think click successful, like payment successful, person has received the money because they are hosting their services on cloud. I was speaking to one of their this was speaking on Saturday, Huawei Cloud. So they're not using the normal traditional bank where how they host their service. They use
Mm.
cloud, and cloud is very, very fast. So that's why they are very, very fast. So most people don't even know, like, and it's very good for product managers to be very what let's say versatile, and they need to know most of all those things because it needs for you to know if you're trying to work in fintech, you have to know everything. All those the major fintech apps, how they operate. Why is it that OP and PAMPay is quite different from all these banks? Like you want to transfer money in less split seconds, you're receiving the funds immediately, right? So all these things are very, very important. How the product makes money. LinkedIn make money through premium, they make money through ads, they make money through even people can collaborate on LinkedIn too. They make money through so many ways. Even some of these applications you're seeing downloads too, they make money through that method too. So, how do you think? Are there specific problems on LinkedIn currently, and how can it be solved? Do you think there are specific problems on LinkedIn, and how can it be solved?
I think one of the problems on LinkedIn is you know when you're applying for a job, you
Okay.
see within 20 minutes, you see over 100 people click apply. But sometimes I think it's not accurate because I think even if you don't apply and you click the apply button, it just counts towards somebody who has applied. But I don't think the person has actually applied. That's one problem I find
Okay.
because it gives me false news and I mean it makes you not want to apply for the job because you think that there are so many people who have applied to it.
Sure. Who else have another specific problem? Do you think that can note out any? Maybe you don't even like the design of the app, the UI UX. That could be a problem. So, who can any other idea?
I think maybe the problem I feel like LinkedIn has is their inability to verify certain information users put up on the timeline or on LinkedIn.
On their page.
So I mean, like I feel like on the page, I feel like most users put up unverified information or unverified content, and most times people tend to buy them, and yeah, I think that's why most people, a lot of people, to be honest, avoid using LinkedIn because they always feel like it's just where the fakest part of life is. So I mean, a lot of things go on there, and then most of the time they are actually unverified informations.
LinkedIn, I think LinkedIn right now is just people using ChatGPT to paste on LinkedIn. Just, I mean, to boost to be honest.
Yeah, true. So this is what you spoke about. Another problem LinkedIn have is fake job postings because most companies, although some of these jobs you see there, all this one you're saying EME, right? All those region
Mhm.
specific jobs, most of them are fake. There are so many
Really?
fake job postings. Yeah, there are so many fake job postings here on LinkedIn. I don't know why they do that. All those companies, even there are some fake companies that are there.
And
If
there
you're
are even
really
sometimes some, yeah, I'm listening to you, sorry.
yeah, there are so many fake companies. Yeah, you can see what you want to see.
I can say that, and also sometimes
You
like
say something, right?
a job that's been posted over 4 months, sometimes it's even still there.
Yeah, you see. So there are so many fake job postings there. There are so many aside job fake people. I don't know why they do that. They fake job. Even some companies are there. Some websites are not real. Right. That's another one. Another one I noticed also too is that some people put in their CV in their experiences places they've not worked. Right. I don't know. So you cannot put on LinkedIn that you work in Flutterwave, and if you click Flutterwave, your page will be appearing on Flutterwave page as part of their workers, which might not be so. But most people will release because but if those companies get hold of you, you're not their worker and your pictures are appearing on them. But I
Really?
feel that some
People do that?
people do that. Yeah, I've heard series of even I say post one HR
Wow.
person maybe post about that stuff. Like that's one of the reasons why it's not part of things I'm going to like speak about. But that's one of the reasons why product managers, your LinkedIn is like almost like your portfolio because like don't have time you're trying to apply for a job, they will not always look for a LinkedIn. So your LinkedIn should be a clickable link on your CV. So if most for roles in tech, most especially they always want to go through your LinkedIn, right? Because some people can put on their CV they work in Flutterwave on their CV, but on their LinkedIn it's not showing them because you know that on LinkedIn they might be caught, so they might not want to just DM post. But there's some people that will go ahead and put a job that's go there and say they work in a particular company and they've never worked there, right? So that's one of all those things. So job fake postings. And another thing also about LinkedIn is what will I say? They just though it's not so much. There are so many advantages of LinkedIn that, and also say that there, are no really another thing about LinkedIn is that there are so many advantages of LinkedIn that, and also say that there are no really. Another thing about LinkedIn is that there are no really. Another thing about LinkedIn is that there are no really. Another thing about LinkedIn is that there are no really. Another thing about LinkedIn is that there are no really. Another thing about LinkedIn is that there are no really thing is that you have to be so like the connection there, the interaction there. As if the top LinkedIn posts, the impressions that you might have a very large impressions, but the connections they are not really, except maybe they are your friends or those your colleagues or people that know you very well, or you're copying the post and putting in the group and people are really engaging in the post. But most times, or you that time most of the time people can make some posts that will stir up something that will make them go viral or make people like try to like just like Twitter, clickbait or something like that. Because most times on LinkedIn, if you post like some engaging things, most people, I don't know why many people they find it difficult to hit the like button. Whether if they hit the like button, they will deduct money from the account. You can post something that's very good, people might not like it, but that doesn't mean you should not stop. You should not be posting. Right? That's why you see a post, 1,000 impressions, 10 likes. 1,000 impressions means over those people viewed those posts and they didn't just like it. And there's nothing you can do about it. You cannot force people to like your content. So that is how it is. But I think the more consistent you are, the more people begin to notice you and all of all those things. So that's one of the things. There's not really so much engagement like that because most people just go there to read, some people just scroll past it and all those things. So those are the specific products I can say from my end that LinkedIn is currently going and how it can be solved. So that's all about that. So we have an assignment. I think I will do the assignment is to do a product tear down on 3 different apps that you use daily. So I'll take a screenshot of the particular questions of examples of questions are doing a product tear down, right? So a product tear down on 3 different apps you use daily. That's so okay. There's no need of taking these are the I've written down the question already. Why are going to tear down the product is from what problem the product solving for you. Like I said, when you're bringing out any product, you have to give me a proper introduction of the product. So I cannot just assume I know that product talking about, right? What problem the product solving for you? In fact, you won't use, and you must not use LinkedIn, right? We've used LinkedIn already as a case study here. So what problem is the product solving for you? Who is the product built for? What are the major features in the product and what are their functions? How does the company make money from the product? And are there specific problems in the product currently? And so these are the 5 major things you're going to do about the app you want to use. Like, do you understand the assignment?
Yeah.
So you can think it's not so much. Then also, tomorrow I'll also send the link for one of the mini certification courses. And aside that too, I want us to do okay, maybe I'll just leave it to like from November or so. But we're going to start LinkedIn, but I think we might even start now. Like LinkedIn posts in terms of or anyway, you can just share me your LinkedIn. You can post some maybe a link to your LinkedIn account, right? So because from now you have to be like be very visible on LinkedIn. Even though we're still going to do LinkedIn optimization, all over those things, I'll know how to set up so you can just a link just your username on LinkedIn or the link to your LinkedIn account. So for me to go through it and all of that. So those things are because we need to start being visible on LinkedIn, right? Visible on LinkedIn to have a very good because by the time you start applying, because from now, right? Yeah, people the board has to be saying what you so I can also be sending the posts in terms of I might not structure a post, but in terms of I can give you what to post about on LinkedIn. Like now we spoke about products here down. I can create a post and send it to the group for you to post on LinkedIn and you can just tag me some of the posts. And if I repost it, all the people in my own people seats. So that's also a very good way. So I was thinking of starting maybe we can just start tomorrow. I think it's better we just start tomorrow, right? Let's make a post. So, but before we start tomorrow, can you just send me the LinkedIn page and everything. Let me just go through it and all of that, right? So far, do you have any question or any suggestion? Anything any
My question is, I think, on the LinkedIn posting, because my current job right now, the way my work is just it's like it's a small company and it's just me and the owner running things.
okay?
Yes. So, and I think there's another associate on my LinkedIn post. And I think with me, I just have a general view of like social media stuff. Like I don't really like to post. It's something I have to get out of the comfort zone of. Like I'm not someone who likes to like. I mean, cut across all apps, Instagram, social media, like everything. I'm somebody who doesn't really like to post a lot because I just try to
Oh, like
get
so.
my own
Okay, for
business.
you to post on LinkedIn, is it going to be a problem in your work or something? Like, will it
Really,
be a
I'm, I'm,
problem
I'm
in your? Let
feeling
me
it
okay.
might be it's 50-50.
Let me stop the record. What do you say?
No, I was saying that I mean for me it might be 50-50.